therapist recently asked me how it is that I function so well, so stable, now that I have a 3-month-old baby, and it's been like that since giving birth. And that there are moments that I seem to function even better than I did before I was pregnant. Yes, she knows me that long. And I thought about this, and honestly, I think it's preparation. Like, I did prepare for 3 years to make a decision to have a baby, not to even give birth, like to even make a decision if I want to start trying for a baby. And I've done a lot of things to do that, and I think that's the secret, that it gives me right now the peace of mind, and that I took care of everything around it, so I can actually focus on motherhood and having a baby. And that's why my light head, like my head is light, and it can focus on that. So a few things that I've been doing for the 3 years before I and my husband before we decided that we want to try for a baby. First of all, knowledge. I was learning like crazy, absolutely everything that I could learn about getting pregnant, being pregnant, giving birth, postpartum, and the care of a child, of a small child. I ended up also researching a lot when it comes to the parenthood styles, and honestly, it was everything. It was internet, TikTok, articles, PubMed, books, a lot of books, a few online courses, and friends. I was really like very closely observing friends with kids and learning as much as I can. And I heard quite a few times once I gave birth that I know surprisingly a lot about having a child. And that was great because there were less surprises. Not like there were none, but there were much less surprises. And I knew in a lot of situations what to do, and yeah, that just helped a lot. Next, I took care of my insurance in advance, extending my insurance package. So where I live, there's a basic one, and I extended mine. So in case anything big happens, we are covered and we do not need to worry about that part. I've done quite deep research into the parental rights. Into what I am entitled to, all the types of leave. Where I live, there are different types like maternity, parental, the break from the career, etc. I've done quite a thorough research, so I knew what I wanted once the baby came. All of the social benefits, etc. Like, yeah, that was quite a big part of my research. I took care of my health, and there were two legs to that. So first of all, I've done quite a thorough testing, and I've checked myself quite in advance actually, and made sure that everything's all right from like the doctor's point of view. And on the other hand, I took care of my body from the activity slash nutrition point of view. I actually lost 12 kilograms before we started trying for a baby. Then I lost weight during pregnancy as well, etc. So yeah, that was also a big part of that, because I wanted to be as responsible as possible with regards to that. Also, I've done quite a big research on supplementing, not only folic acid, also like vitamin D and other stuff, and that took place like 3 months prior to starting for a baby. I also took away all the alcohol, all that stuff from my life. Like, yeah, I just wanted to be as prepared as possible. Part of also having a baby was getting therapy, so that I don't pass my issues to the baby. In the meantime, it's not something I think it's necessary, but for me it was important that we got into our own house instead of the rental. Very important thing, I took care of myself financially. So for 3 years, I was saving money, so that now I have a financial cushion of 12 months, as if I were not to get anything. Like where I live, I'm entitled to maternity and some minor social benefits, but basically I saved up as if I were to get nothing. And that gave me a peace of mind that if anything happens, I have a full year of my salary in case I need that. So yeah, that was my list of tasks that I've completed prior to even considering having a baby, and honestly, it made a huge difference because I felt prepared, and I think that's something that's now giving me a lot of peace of mind. So yeah, it was actually not that complicated.